This video will describe the 8th grade registration process here at Stilwell Junior High. During this video, you will learn about our elective offerings, as well as the advanced courses opportunities and the project-based learning network opportunity that we offer at Stilwell Junior High. The registration process starts on February 1st when Mr. Johnson, Stilwell Junior High counselor, visits 7th grade students during their science courses. During these visits, students will receive a green registration packet and a gray curriculum guide. A parent meeting will be held on February 7th at 7 p.m. in the Stilwell Auditorium if there are questions in regards to the registration process. Students will need to bring in their completed and signed forms to their science teachers by February 8th. Students will enter their electives into Infinite Campus at that time. If students do not bring in their form, they will not have the opportunity to add those electives. So it is very important that students bring their signed forms back to their science teachers by February 8th. The registration form has 3 parts to it. The front page includes the opportunity to sign up for electives. You will notice slots where required classes are already filled in, and then there will be slots in line 5, 6, and 7 where students can sign up for their elective courses. On the back of the front page, there will be 2 opportunities to apply for different programs. First program is our project-based learning network program, which some students are currently in as 7th graders. If a student is currently in it as a 7th grader, they are on the S team, and they would mark yes for this box here. If a student wants to be on the PBLN team as an 8th grader, they can mark yes here, even if they are not on the S team as a 7th grader. If you have questions about it, feel free to refer to page 7 and 8 in our gray curriculum guide. The other part of the back page is the opportunity to sign up for advanced classes. The 3 options are advanced physical science, advanced social studies, and advanced English. In the next coming slides, these courses will be described in greater detail. The registration form also includes a characteristics of effective learning. If a student does sign up for any of the advanced classes, we are strongly encouraging and are requiring that students and parents fill out this characteristics of effective learners. This will allow students and parents to look through some of the characteristics that have been identified as showing success in these advanced courses. Students and parents can look and see if an advanced course is something that is an option that would be good for them based on these different characteristics. As I said, this needs to be handed in with the registration form if students decide to take advanced courses. In talking about our advanced courses, we'll start with advanced physical science. This is a course that does give a student high school credit, meaning that the course will be listed on their high school transcript moving into 9th grade. This class is a very rigorous course, has high expectation, and is compacted, meaning that it is including both 8th grade and 9th grade content. It moves along very fast, and high skills in science and also math, reading, and writing are required to be successful in this class. If a student does successfully complete the advanced physical science, it will lead to enrollment in biology, which is the advanced science class in 9th grade. Social studies and English are also offered as advanced courses in 8th grade. They're going to require students to read and write at a high level. They're also going to include more extensive projects. It is very beneficial if a student has a high interest in the subject matter for these courses, as they are going to be spending a little bit more time on these courses than they would if they were in the general class. These 2 classes do not gain high school credit as the physical science does, but does increase the rigor compared to the general classes. There are, as far as our curriculum, we talked about our advanced courses, and the regular courses are listed here are English, mathematics, social studies, science, and then every other day with physical education. With math, how that works is a student will progress in the same level of math that they were in 7th grade. For example, if a student is currently in Math 7A, they will be in Pre-Algebra A as an 8th grader. If a 7th grader is in Math 7B, they will be in Pre-Algebra B as an 8th grader. If a student is currently in Pre-Algebra C as a 7th grader, they will move on to Algebra C as an 8th grader. And if they are currently in Algebra C as a 7th grader, they will move on to Geometry C as an 8th grader. Both Algebra C and Geometry C will receive high school credit. Our students that are involved in support classes will notice that those are listed on their registration form already. Below is a list of the different support classes that we have offered at Stilwell. Like I said, if your student is currently in one of those support classes, it is listed on the registration form in anticipation that they will continue that support class. If you look at their registration form, they are in a support class, you will notice it alternating the physical education on line 5 for both first semester and second semester. Another example is if they are currently in reading. It would be the same thing, or math resource, or a special ed education support class as well. Those will be listed across from physical education on line 5. If a student is signed up for more than one support class, it will be a second support class will be listed on line 6. A student has the option of adding a music alternating that second support class, or a study hall if they are not interested in being in a music class. As 8th graders, students have the same opportunities for music as they did in 7th grade. Our 3 opportunities are band, orchestra, and choir. If a student is not in a support class, they can add a music class alternating physical education in line 5. In this example, this student would sign up for chorus, and notice it is for the full year, both first and second semester. If a student would like to sign up for 2 or more musics, the second or third musics would go on to line 6. For example, this student is signed up for chorus and band. If a student wanted to sign up for orchestra as well, they would put orchestra in the line alternating from the band. However, if a student just signs up for the 2 musics, they would put in a study hall alternating that second music. Our 8th grade electives are located on page 3 of the grade curriculum guide. Spanish 1 is a full year course as an elective. All of our other academic electives are 1 semester course and are listed below. For descriptions again, please look at page 3 of the grade curriculum guide. With Spanish 1, it is the first year of our high school level Spanish. Students who take Spanish 1 will receive high school credit, and that will go on to their high school transcript. It does require quite a bit of academic discipline, much like our advanced courses, and students really need to have that interest in continuing Spanish at least for the next 3 to 4 years after their 8th grade year if they are planning on taking this course. It does allow for acceleration, so if students took 4 years of Spanish, they would be done by their junior year, and there would be opportunities for AP courses after that point. If a student signs up for 8th grade science, they need to put or 8th grade Spanish, excuse me, they would need to put that on line 6 for both semesters, as it is a year-long course. They cannot put it in line 5 because it is a course that meets every day. So on line 6, they would need to fill out both semesters for Spanish. Going on to other 8th grade electives, if a student is signed up for Spanish, they would then add any other electives in line 7 that are offered. You will notice this student would sign up for art and drama, and both of these courses are 1 semester course, so that one is listed in first semester, the other is listed in the second semester. A student who does not take Spanish would have the opportunity to take up to 4 academic electives. In this case, a student has foods and engineering tech in line 6 and art and drama in line 7, meaning they would have 2 academic electives each semester. If a student would like to have a study hall every day, they can add that study hall in line 7. If a student would like to have a study hall every other day, they would not want to add that into line 5. Foods, you'll notice that here that they are signed up for 2 electives, foods and engineering tech, and which still gives them the opportunity to have study hall at least every day in this case. Sometimes students find that they would like to have a study hall one semester or the other, and so it would be best if a student is in this boat to identify what semester they would like to have that study hall. They would need to write it in the actual line there like it is listed here. For example, this student would like to have drama first semester and study hall second semester, as well as their other academic electives that they have. That may be because their second semester is a little bit more busy with other activities, and they feel that a study hall would be beneficial. One other thing to remember is to please include an alternative elective. There are times that our electives do fill up, and there are times when the schedule does not allow for a certain elective to fit. By adding alternate electives, it allows our scheduler to add another elective if one of them does not work. So please put the alternative electives for both slots at the bottom of that first page of the registration form. The last thing, which is probably most important, is that there is a parent signature on both the front and the back. This allows us to know that the parent has reviewed the form and is supportive of the choices that the student has made. If the form is not signed, the student will not be able to enter electives in on February 8th. So it's very important that their form is signed and dated, so that we know that this has been looked over. As you move through the registration process, if there's any questions, feel free to contact Mr. Johnson. His email is located here on the bottom, but feel free to ask any questions. Any choices that are made through the registration process can be changed later on. Our main thing, though, is that the students have their registration form filled out and signed by that February 8th deadline so that they can enter their electives into our Infinite Campus. Again, any questions, feel free to contact Mr. Johnson. Thank you.